everybody, welcome back to Northernlion Play Slay the Spire. It's not going to be an 820 run today. I've been experimenting a little bit with doing the dailies again. And by the way, you can tell the backlog. Not that high, it's only April 1st today. It's like under a week. So I didn't do the daily yesterday, but I did the daily 2 days ago and did relatively well. And then of course it was maybe the 28th. Yeah, that was a 29th, sorry, that was a really fun daily as well. But I figured, you know, the dailies are like a nice way to keep your morale high and Slay the Spire. You're not going to win every daily, but most of them are pretty easy. It's a nice little warm-up, you know? When you go down, you're doing a squat, you don't just put 375 pounds on the bar. You start, you got to do a warm-up set with something like this, so you know, when you go down for rep 1, you don't get a prolapse. Specialized. Start with 5 copies of a single card. All enemies have slow debuff, lethality. So +3 strength for us, but +3 strength for enemies as well. What's our card? Ooh, it's kind of a bad one, I think. So we should choose our path. I mean, it's A0, right? But we should choose our path based on a combination of, like, survival and rewards, I think, as opposed to... I mean, you know me. When it comes to dailies... Hold on now. Actually, maybe it's not that bad now that I think about it. Because every single shiv is going to be worth 7. So I'm running the numbers, right? And I'm like, okay, if I discard now, I'm gonna get 35 damage for 0. I would play... I'm trying to make sure both enemies die, but I don't think I can get there is the thing. I think if I do this for 9, and then this, and then I hit you for 28, but that's such a... No, wait, we might be able to get there. Oh, but then you'll live with 1 HP. But I think that's still, honestly, our best option. So it'd be something like this. With the slow debuff, we're going to get there. Okay, I wasn't thinking about the slow debuff. Thank God. Forgot we had extra strength. Add nothing for now. I don't like any of those cards in our current set. But yeah, it's like, when it comes to Slay the Spire, I'm having a great time. Even though, and I'm being sincere when I say this, even though Slay the Spire has been kicking the crap out of me, I've been having a great time playing it regardless. And I'm definitely, like, I want to be clear. I am 100%, dude, this could be huge. I'm 100% committed to getting the A20 victory. It may... Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Okay. That's actually pretty good, I think. It may sincerely take me the rest of 2019. Of course, I hope that it does not. I don't think we want it, honestly. But there's always a chance, I suppose, that that's the way she's gonna go. This is such a huge get. Just don't get rid of any of your skills early. And then we'll do this, and you're in a lot of trouble, dude. But in order to do that, yo, Virus, so good as well. And of course, accuracy is the big get here. In order to do that, I probably, in my estimation, am gonna need some, you know, the same way when you make a cold brew coffee, you don't just put the cold brew concentrate in the cup. You know? That's gonna lead to you, getting over-caffeinated, feeling a little nauseous, dizzy, and jittery for the rest of the day. This one's tough. I think the guaranteed damage plus vulnerability is going to get us there, though. I'm going to need something to dilute the pain. And this is what I'm going for here, hopefully. Okay, so one side. This is... okay, that's actually extremely good. So I'm going to take a little bit of a lark. Normally, we don't kill that enemy first. This time, we're messing with the formula... just so that I think we can get you as well. Dude, honestly, the, and so we can take 0 damage and keep upgrading, honestly. I mean, I do think it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to have some dexterity. Like, Slice is 9 damage for 0, but I just don't think we really need it right now. And definitely, like, Kunai is disgustingly good. So would another one of these, probably, but whatever. Actually, you know what? At this point, we could probably make our deck better by just cutting a strike. I don't play dailies for score specifically, like, mostly because it's a lot of work, dude. I don't know what I'm getting into when it comes to playing a daily for score, except add as many curses as possible. I'd rather just play to have a fun run. Anyway, that's my thinking, you know, I love Slay the Spire. Is it the highest performing series on the channel? No. If I beat it on A20, will I keep playing it? Yeah, we'll play some mods, 100%. But for now, I think in order to keep me mentally in the position I need to be in order to succeed, we need to, like, have morale boosters. Like, playing that daily a couple days ago in an A0 run a couple days, or A10, it made me believe. Like, that's the next step for us in the world of success. Yo, this deck is already disgustingly good. And I'm actually... I mean, you're doing 42 damage. That's no friggin' joke. Just a bad turn to not get neutralized. Not gonna get a perfect here, but life goes on. As long as we can at least play a Storm of Steel next turn. So we'll start here. We have 3 energy. I honestly think I'd rather just play a defend and then Storm of Steel. Getting a lot of good damage in there anyway. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. And I've been getting a lot of messages. People that are like, hey, I love Slay the Spire, but the A20 grind is a pain in the butt. Please cut it with a little bit of, you know, put some sugar in the tea. You know what I mean? And that, I think, is a very good idea. I don't really love any of these for our current set. Like Burst, I mean, sure, Burst, Cloak and Dagger is good. Burst, Storm of Steel is useless. I think Burst probably is the best outcome, but Phantasmal Killer is also really fun. And, oh, what I just want to see what happens when it gets upgraded. If we upgrade it, it only costs 1 to use. So let's use that. I think it'll be a little bit more fun. I was hoping for energy, but no energy abounds here. So you know what? Give me Ring of the Serpent. I think it's a really good card. Or a really good relic, I should say, and we also don't always get that many opportunities to take it, so I think it's a good get for us early. You know what this deck could use beyond the obvious, and the obvious in this case I think is more energy. The answer to that question is draw, especially 0-cost draw would be really nice. Dodge and roll pre-upgraded, even though I said we need draw, I'm going to take dodge and roll first. Just because... Uh-oh, this could be interesting. Just because I think that it's just a better card and it's pre-upgraded is really where we're getting at it here. So let me think. Obviously, we only get to play one of these, but what's worth more, a strike or an upgraded Shiv? There's got to be a strike, obviously. 16 damage. I should have played this earlier, obviously. But, like, mathematically, I think this is our play. Holy crap, it actually worked. Okay, so obviously we'll go for the victory now, because we took 0 damage on the first pass. You both gotta go. I want that to be readily apparent. But who has to go first? You add a crap load of wounds to our hand. It's pretty annoying. I think that's reasonably good. No more vulnerability. That would be another thing that would honestly be really nice to add. I think we're not going to play Phantasmal Killer. And the reason we're not going to play it is because you're dead. Thread and Needle and Molten Egg are both fantastic, I think. I will take a Quick Slash for draw. We have a lot of cards I want to draw into. Bottled Flame starts us with a card in hand. Neutralize for 0 gives us 2 0-cost attacks. Flechettes could also be really fun. So I think let's go Flechettes. And that could be our first upgrade target, even over Phantasmal Killer. Like, right now it's already worth 24. It's pretty good, dude. Is it worth playing, or would we rather just play Accuracy Storm of Steel? Like, let's think about it. This is, I mean, 24 plus this Oh, flechettes is going to be worth way more than accuracy. Is really the... You don't need to do any complicated mathematical analysis to come up with that one. Now, I don't want the deck to get too thick because it actually works out very well right now. But I think having more abilities to add weakness is also totally acceptable. Works really well against this guy, too. Alright, so flechettes immediately is 24 damage. I think we'll probably just rush this guy down. As annoying as he is, we do have Thread and Needle. That'll block, you know, 2 damage for us. Actually blocked 4 damage for us. I'm very dumb. I don't know, I tried to get a little bit too up my own butt about the way that Thread and Needle work. We don't even need to talk about it. The thing is, this guy's dead. We're having a great run here. Fun daily. Calipers, not really appropriate for the way this deck runs yet, but could get there. And I think that After Image actually could be interesting for us here. So what was our first smithing target was going to be flechettes, because we get a lot of value out of it. Pretty much instantly. We will go for the other elite fight, of course. Let's see. Riddle with Holes, upgraded, obviously, is exceptional for us. And I sure draw, discard, well-laid plans. I mean, these are great things, but I actually think a Hand Drill, to have a way to actually get a little bit of extra vulnerability on enemies, is going to be worth a ton for us with our extra strength. It's my dream, at least. Pain is a dangerous card. But I think with Blood Vial, I'm not gonna dislike it too much, but I do dislike it immediately. So these guys are an interesting kind of setup here, aren't they? I think that's a great opportunity for Wraith Form. That's a big one. Thank you so much. Now, I'd like the Taskmaster to die first. My man is real friggin' annoying. And if I could get him to not add wounds to my deck, that would be nice. I think we're playing... I mean, I'm not... Again, here's the thing with dailies, right? I hope I'm not sending the message that this is a hard daily. Or that dailies are hard in general. The message I want to send is that dailies are really not that hard at all. But what they are is fun. So, Sucker Punch is definitely going to be worth more. And then because of our double damage, more than accuracy I should say, because of our double damage, we definitely are going to get you. Here's a good fight, Ornamental Fan, and an upgraded Backstab. Or an upgraded, I mean innate Backstab. Backstab's innate to begin with. I'm just saying, you know, it's a good thing is what I'm trying to get across here. Like, you essentially stand no chance immediately. Forget After Image, dude. It's not necessary. I do hate that I used all my cards there. We had 1 energy left over, but I thought to myself, maybe a Shiv is more advantageous. You know what I mean? Let's just ensure we take no damage. Like, maybe the Shiv being played is worth more than the extra energy being utilized for something else, but possibly / probably wrong there. I think the Cloak and Dagger... is really just a super good setup for us. We got a good deck here. And it reminds me, again, it's all about having fun with the ye old Slay the Spire situation here. Well, I don't want to discard the Backstabs. I will discard everything else to just get pain out of our hand as quickly as possible, but the Backstabs being there is very important. I think, at least. I mean, you're super dead, dude. I'm surprised we couldn't kill you with Neutralize, honestly. Nah, none of that is hyper relevant here. 55 HP is getting close to the level where I would think, like, maybe we want to, like, throw a little bit of a rest into here, but I think we're gonna be fine. Dude, Shuriken would turn this into, like, a 10 out of a 10 daily. From an easy standpoint. Now, of course, we also have the ability to do, like, Speed Potion, Ancient Potion, or vice versa, I guess, if we want to just get a bunch of decks up. And it's not that we don't want to do that. It's just that I'm not sure if I need to do that yet. But now that I look at this, I'm like, you know what? That seems like a good idea. If we can get a perfect, it's good for score. We only need 16 block, which is very easy. Sorry, put my mug down on the table very loudly. Very loudly indeed. Okay, so that takes us over 20 block. Let's dump that. I mean, riddle with holes. There's a lot of good stuff here. You might think accuracy is the best. I would be inclined to agree, actually. Even though riddle with holes does get us to a great spot. You're both going to take Storm of Steel, I'm sure, yeah. That's okay. I'll tell you right off the bat, I do hate that pain is going to hurt us here. I hope this doesn't compromise our perfect on the boss that we got going on, but if it does, it does. It is what it is, you know? 22 damage, you get a Storm of Steel back. Beautiful. All right. We're also 8 decks up. It's always going to be tempting to play. I mean, like, after Image, Dodge and Roll, we're at 28 block, and then Phantasmal Killer. Sure, we didn't get much accomplished here, and we could have broken his block to make him vulnerable, but now we got Phantasmal Killer on this turn. Qu'est-ce que c'est? You know what I mean? I think we should actually just go full Cloak and Dagger at this point. I looked at the Sucker Punch, but that's A20 talking. It's like, yeah, give him a little weakness. Nah, dude. That won't be necessary. You're doing 54 damage. That's cute. You're definitely going to die. Yeah, didn't need to worry about that one too much. We lost 2 HP to Pain. Glass Knife is really, especially upgraded, which makes sense, is really fantastic, but I don't really want to go with that here when Adrenaline helps us get to what I would call our win condition a little bit faster, you know what I mean? So we can get 2 elites here. Like, Adrenaline helps us draw into our, like, Storms of Steel and so on and so forth. So we're gonna get 2 elites here, and I don't know, it's one of those dailies. Here's the thing. I don't know if you've noticed this. Maybe you have, maybe you have not. People who play Slay the Spire, I mean, I don't want to say it's late in the game's life cycle, but a lot of people playing this game, I actually just don't think we need it at this point, have been playing for a long time. They know what they're doing. They know how to beat dailies. I'll take a skewer as well, but I don't know if it's necessary. It's not really, for me, about having an opportunity to... Man, I should have really removed that cursor in my deck, but it's fun. For me, it's not really about ranking well on the daily. It's about having fun. I was going to say having well. It's not really a sentence that makes any conceivable sense. So we're just getting the slow modifier going here. We're already doing 65 damage. So let's take out the enemy that could hurt us. And then... presumably... I mean, y'all are gonna live, but you're gonna be killed on the next turn. The only HP we've lost on this whole floor was due to the Tesseract anyway. I actually think that a Deflect is a really good get for us right now. I didn't even look at our bosses. Is it Dono Deca? Yes. I think that's like, it's neither bad nor good. So Pain is gonna hurt here, but here's the thing. I'd really... Please tell me the slow modifier gets you there. 31 damage, beautiful. You gotta go. That's abundantly clear. Everybody understands this. Then get rid of Pain. Give me the shivs. The shivs are gonna crush. Then you run into a little bit of a conundrum, right? Because I don't really want to play these against you. So we are gonna take 2 damage here, and I gotta think about how the heck I'm gonna get on top of any of these enemies. Surely, we just have to do a lot of damage. Still at 6 block. This sucks, dude. You know what I'm actually gonna do? You get hit 3 times, you're gonna reflect 9 damage. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna take the thorns as they come, essentially. Because I feel like we basically need to accept that we're gonna take the damage. I can live with that. It looks bad. I mean, it is bad. It's not a good way to handle that fight. We can upgrade cards. I think this might be one of the rare times I'm going to throw in a rest, just to be safe. I would hate to see the whole daily fall apart due to one bad fight, you know what I mean? I would also hate to, and we're going to play this, why? Just for the slow modifier, and I guess kunai is a bonus as well, but I would hate to see the whole run fall apart due to one bad fight, and I would also hate to, you know, draw pain at the start of absolutely every single turn, but apparently, you know, not every single turn, I should say, every single, and we did this super backwards, but every single combat, apparently we gotta draw pain on the first turn. Oh well. Life goes on. Yeah, anything that gives us essentially a free play is a solid get for us here, I think. Although I have skipped a lot of prepareds. No, dude! Grand finale! Get out of here. I would take the upgraded neutralize. I know you get more points for having more curses, but I don't think it's necessary. So what would I give this daily? This daily for me is like a solid 7 out of 10. It didn't feel like too much of a puzzle, but that's okay. You know, we should actually just at least play these for the slow modifier. And then you don't get to play flechettes for anything, so it turns out I'm dumb. Gonna be honest with you, I really doubt we're gonna get that grand finale out there. Yeah, not as fun as the last daily we posted, but still, this is pretty good so far. I'm having a good time at least. I mean, we're not gonna we have nothing that enables a discard, so I'm sorry to say that for our own personal sake here, I think pain is gonna get a lot of damage dealt. We could discard it, but I want to play our good stuff first, especially with calipers. We get to store our blocks, so, and not to mention the slow modifier. Like right now, my man is taking double damage. It's a little bit on the slow side. I think you go here, here, and here. Definitely in an inverted order, but now we get double damage on this turn. One Storm of Steel, I was just going to say, probably means we win. You start there. Might as well draw. Flechettes is 20 damage once. So is a strike. I would still do it. Why not, right? He's not going to die, but he should die next turn. No pain. That's fine, dude. Quick deep breath. Might as well get accuracy. And he's gotta be dead. To be honest, I haven't been super happy with flechettes so far. I wish that I were, and we're drawing it at the start of every single combat, so it would be very nice if I could draw more skills. But as part of the thing, Ring of the Serpent makes your first turn a little bit worse on draw. So we want to play our zero-cost stuff first, but then we might just want to, you know, do 150 damage immediately with the skewer. That's pretty strong, dude. Okay, so huge. Do we need the deflect? We probably don't need the deflect. Why do I say such awful things? Well, there's no point in doing the deflect if we're just going to get enough block thanks to, like, Ornamental Fan anyway. We might as well just play more attacks. And you could turn deflect into a shiv by not playing it, if you get what I mean. This is the first time in, like, forever I have actually drawn, like, 2 attacks instead of 3 in a single turn. We've been full of attacks for the whole game so far. I always like to look on Discovery just to see if maybe we could get a card like Hand of Greed, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't work like that. I'm pretty sure we can't draw a card that would give us a benefit for killing a boss, you know, like a feed, for example, as the Ironclad. I doubt it, at least. 14 and then 15, okay, easy. Definitely, like, a backstab will kill you. What about the... I bet we could get to the point where the unupgraded backstab will kill you. There we go. It's just that easy, except I did screw it up at the very end. He's gonna have 30 HP, but that's kind of hilarious. Because once we break his block, he's going to be in a nightmare. But he is going to... Jeez. My man is actually going to live. He's going to have 9 HP, essentially. So he's like... I mean, he is super dead. But he lived longer than expected. I do think, believe it or not, that there's a chance we could die against Dono Deca. The chance is actually... obvious, maybe, is not the word that I would like to use, but basically the first few attacks are going to be pretty nasty. Happy to hit him while he's got vulnerability here. If we don't get good blocks out on those turns, we could run into trouble, but... I would say the odds of it happening are not necessarily very high. But I could be wrong. Actually, I'll take an upgraded block just to get out in front of it. And I don't know, they have artifacts available, right? So I don't think they actually are going to be vulnerable turn 1, which is why I went for After Image in the hopes that maybe like an After Image Storm of Steel combo could come to pass here. Sure, okay, then why do I like this? Well, the idea would be that After Image Storm of Steel would give us a chance to get enough block, but I'm actually gonna go pretty hard on, you know, something like this specifically, and then I mean, Storm of Steel kind of sucks here, so we might as well get the extra block, but it doesn't really accomplish too much for us. We do take a little damage. The dazes are bad. We have 3 energy left. It's very important. Hit him with the backflip for the block. And then the Storm of Steel, this is going to be, like, disgustingly good. Our dex is going to be outrageous. And we're going to take 1 damage, which is kind of hilarious. But we did get a lot of value out of that. Is a footwork relevant? I would say on a turn like this, we could make a footwork relevant, sure. Get that vulnerability. 20, you're doing 24 damage, so we're actually set. Might as well get the calipers going if possible. We're gonna have 1 block left over. Why do you sound like you're sneezing now, Dono? I don't get it. That's fine. I don't mind losing the HP to pain. We should be totally okay here. I mean, for free, I guess I'll take Crippling Cloud. Not that the poison it does anything for us, but... So we got double damage this turn. It's unrealistic, I think, that we're going to do 250 damage, but we could hurt him pretty good. You gotta love the Cloak and Daggers, too. It's just like... Dude, actually, you know what? Now that I look at it, I think we might have enough, especially with the vulnerability. We definitely have enough. That was a pretty fun daily. I can't complain. 955, never mind. I will never stop complaining. That's a very low score. That being said, a fun daily, and now I'm ready to record a couple more Slay the Spire episodes today. With a smile on my face, knowing I've seen the ending of the game for once. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed the daily. If you did, click the like button. We're in this together. Subscribe if you want to see more Slay the Spire in the future. You're drinking a coffee right now? Leave a comment. For now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.